Okay, so it's Sunday night, and I didn't get a Homebrew Wednesday put up last week, so I don't know if this is late for last week or early for next. But anyway, here's just while I'm going to edit it up and that tonight. We've got a pint of the old Wodger, and I've never had this one before. I know it has a good name. It's a 7.4% strong ale. The recipe is believed to be over 500 years old, and malted barley, English aroma hops and well water. So let's give it a go. It has a dry, bittersweet finish evidently. Cheers. Nice dark beer. Quite a malty, foamy head, still a bit left in that. Quite a bit of carbonation. Quite a malty smell to it. Cheers. Full-bodied, malty, definitely, and has got a bittersweet finish. There's a lot of carbonation on it. It's streaming up the glass. I don't know if you can see, but that would definitely want to sip and knock this up. 7.4. So whilst I'm putting together what you're about to see, which is a mishmash of just various things over the week, because I haven't been doing any brewing, getting ready for the final week at school before the holidays, and then hopefully do some brewing over the Easter. Okay, catch you later. I'm going to catch up with some of you guys' videos this evening as well. Hope you're keeping well. Take care. Hello. Well, we're just going to try the February Fumble that I bottled. It's been in the bottle a couple of weeks now, and hopefully it's a chance to carb. That's why I'm using this mounted one to test it and see. Hopefully it has done. So, the Blessed Aunt Rogerson, for good health there, patron saint of beer drinkers and people who need help with taking caps off bottles. That sounded promising, didn't it? A little bit of cannon smoke. Smells nice and hoppy. These are bottle conditioned, these ones, so there's a bit of sediment in the bottom. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. Yep. Well, that's looking clear. You can see, almost see through that. It's certainly a lot clearer. I'm happy with that. Carbonation's fine. Streaming up from the bottom. Hopefully you can see that. Got a bad little head. About half a finger head. Nice and hoppy. Definitely the February Fumble smell, aroma, yeah. Very similar to the one on the keg. Remember, I have tried these before on the keg, but this is the first bottled one. I bottled about a dozen and kegged the rest. And yeah, well, I'm happy with that. So they're carbonated, they can move out now anyway. Cheers, let's have a taste. Got a nice grapefruity stroke lychee flavour on there. Medium mouthfeel. It could do with being a little colder. It's only been in I just stuck it in the freezer for about 15 minutes. And then of course couldn't wait. But yes, I think the carbonation's spot on. I think in the keg, I don't have quite as high carbonation. Because I'm a bit of a real ale geek, I suppose, as well at times. So sometimes I like it almost flat. But that's nice and thirst quenching. So there's a couple of weeks before, well, we break up in a week's time for the Easter holidays, and over the Easter holidays what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some bottles sent out to people. So hopefully you'll be receiving one, or some of you will be receiving one soon. Cheers, see you later. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at the Arrogant Bastard Ale, Blyth Brewery version, and I've never ever bottled this before. This is the first time it's been bottled. So again, it's a carbonation test really to see how it goes before sending some out to friends up and down the country. Nice hiss on that. Yep, smells very similar to the keg version. Now this is a lot livelier than the keg version. It's bottle conditioned, it was batch primed. It's a little bit weaker because I did get quite a volume out of it than the ABA, which goes into the kegs. It's more highly carved. Still a beautiful colour. I'm just wondering if it's over-carved. Is the head going to stay around? It doesn't look like it. Lots of tiny little bubbles. Let's see. This hasn't been chilled at all. Cheers. It's disappointing. It's a lot thinner than the one I have on the keg. I know I did make it with greater volume just to try and drop the ABV down a bit, but it's lost some of the mouthfeel. And as I say, it's probably closer in carbonation to the real thing. It's not as dark. It's drinkable. It's, you know, it's all right. But it's not up to scratch, I don't think. I will still send it out to some people, and I'd appreciate to hear what you think of it. But it's certainly not up to standard. That's not as good as the keg, and in fact I'll show you a keg one following on from this, and you'll be able to see the difference. In fact, I might even just go and pour one from the keg now, and we'll have a look side by side. Back shortly. Okay, so I've just poured that one. Now, colour wise, very similar. Back in a second. Okay, so I'm back a little while later, and that was my mother-in-law on the phone. It was nice to have a chat to her. And maybe I'm re-evaluating the strength of this one. This is the bottled ABA. Because it's, this is the cask one. It's we're now about 30 minutes later. Head's gone. Tastes much better, fuller mouthfeel, more body. Can I revive that without spilling it and making a pillock of myself after it's going. Let's brought that back from the dead. Do we do the experiment? Let's try it and see. I think absolutely bloody not. No matter if I chuck that up and down, shook that up and down, it's not gonna happen. They're two completely different tasting beers. This isn't unpleasant, don't get me wrong, it's not unpleasant. But it's not a patch. So, although it dropped its head again. As Yorkshire Homebrew has kegged off, as bottled from the keg, and there's a few people bottled off the keg. Mark Warburton bottled off the keg. I'm going to send these bottles out to the guys I've promised, but I think I'm going to have to bottle from the keg in future because there is no comparison at all. That's enjoyable, that's drinkable, it's got alcohol in it, I'm feeling that alcohol. But this is... I was going to say Aldi Lidl, and that's not fair because I'll show you some pictures of the things I bought from Aldi and Lidl very shortly. But this is premium. See you later. And it all went downhill from there. So, not so good. Never mind. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing and commenting. And we'll see you next week. Take care.
Beer belly blues, what color are my new shoes? 'Cause my feet and belt buckle are things I rarely see. My problem is not my glands, it comes poured from aluminum cans. And Pabst Blue Ribbon's been awfully good to me.